eating seafood underwater, drinking coffee with a parakeet, and dining with a master chef hundreds of meters in the air. It could only be at one of Europe's unique restaurants. From the modern to the spiritual, the adrenaline-seeking to the tranquil, I've picked my top 7 restaurants in Europe that you just have to see. Come all ye faithful. We are gathered here today to bow at the altar of a Michelin-starred restaurant in Belgium. That's right, disciples of dining, pilgrims of the palate, my first pick promises a truly holy experience. Built in the chapel of a former military hospital in Antwerp, the Jane is a temple of fine food and design. The restaurant blends old and new. The church's altar is a glassy, ultra-modern kitchen. Its stained glass windows bear modern motifs, like fish, apparently. And the traditional candle enlightenment is replaced by a very fancy-looking 800-kilogram chandelier. The organ, well, that's now a set of turntables, operated by owner Nick Brill, who will, quite literally, spin you an eclectic mix. The Jane promises a thrilling gourmet experience that encourages good conversation and rapturous vibes. Not everyone is looking for a religious experience while they eat. Some people just want a nice cup of coffee in the sunshine, preferably surrounded by a large number of exotic birds. That was perfect. Welcome to my next top choice, the Papageien or Parrots Cafe. Located in Bochum, Germany, Papageien is half bakery, half bird sanctuary. Founded by bird-loving Heike Mund, guests come here to enjoy the unique combination of pastries and parrots. Here you'll find Bella, a girly girl who loves bling, Julius, a self-confessed caffeine addict, and Jacko, who has mastered a traditional German folk song. And when the birds are done with socializing, they simply fly to the ceiling and chill out. Sounds like a pretty nice life, to be honest. What is this? They are just 2 of the eclectic sweet treats served at Coda, Germany's first Michelin-starred dessert restaurant. It probably says a lot about me that the first ever Michelin-star restaurant I went to only serves desserts. And actually, it even has 2 stars now. Founded by German pastry chef René Frank, the menu is inspired by the joy we find in dessert.
Jeder isst gerne Dessert.
Obviously, the menu doesn't comprise of your usual run-of-the-mill cakes. No refined sugar is used. In fact, many of the dishes are quite savoury, and the focus is on the flavours. And as a dessert lover myself, I just had to show it to you. Anyway, we're in the Faroe Islands now for my personal number 4, looking for a restaurant Koks, a 2-star restaurant quite literally at the end of the world. Located on an archipelago in the North Atlantic, the humble wooden eatery is nestled amongst lush countryside, waterfalls and sheep. Its commitment to local ingredients, quality seafood and a maverick 17 to 22 course menu compels guests to move mountains in order to get there, or at least climb them. Whew. Chef Paul Andreas Ziska creates dishes like red sea urchin with marinated egg yolk and kelp and blueberry pudding, proving that gourmet cuisine can be prepared anywhere. Unfortunately, my bank account is still recovering from my evening at Coda, so this one will be on my go-to list for a while, but a girl can dream, right? Now we've reached the top 3, and next up is Conservas Nudista. The one thing Spanish chef Mickey Irizarry doesn't care about is freshness. Is it me, or is that kind of intriguing? No? Conservas Nudista is an eatery serving only canned food. These may give many of us wartime ration vibes, but for Mickey, canned foods are as gourmet as it gets.
Con 12, 14 años, mis amigos compraban chucherías y yo me compraba latas de mejillones y de berberechos.
As an avid fan of tin sardines, I can get behind this concept. His restaurant doesn't have a kitchen, only shelves, ladders, and a microwave. Dishes are assembled from preserved fish, vegetables, and meat, rich in vitamins, flavor, and presumably a newspaper from the day it was tinned. Conservas Nudista is certainly redefining the restaurant. Now, this one is part restaurant, part marine biology research lab, part Bond villain lair. Okay, maybe not quite the last one. Located on the rugged shores of Bali, southern Norway, Under is an architectural and culinary experience. The restaurant is split over 2 floors, which take you from land to 5 meters below sea level. Head chef Nikolai Elitskod curates a creative menu, using ingredients found in the local area, like beach plants, seafood, and truffle-tasting algae. Marine biologists use the restaurant for research purposes, like to see how fish respond to the presence of the restaurant. Let's hope they're not too affected by seeing their brothers and sisters being served up on a plate, which is pretty gruesome. Starting at €230 per person, you better hope you get a table next to the window. You've heard of skydiving, but what about sky dining? This one takes the #1 spot for its star quality. If a gourmet meal cooked by Angelique Schmeink, one of the Netherlands' 2 female master chefs, isn't enough for you thrill seekers, why not add a few hundred meters of altitude to the mix and screw it, a hot air balloon? Cully Air is the world's only hot air balloon restaurant, and presumably the only restaurant you have to be launched into by a pilot. While the balloon has some degree of built-in kitchen, Angelique relies on the balloon's air to act as an oven, slow-cooking foods brought in special tins. At around €400 per person, hopefully your bank account has more than just hot air. Surely there are easier ways to eat a gourmet meal, you ask? Well, yes, but in my humble opinion, this one absolutely has the best view. And there we have it. Perhaps you've experienced a divine awakening. Perhaps you've enjoyed a sunset like no other. Or perhaps you've just spent all of your savings. Either way, I hope you enjoyed my highlights as much as I enjoyed sharing them. Have you been to any unique restaurants? Leave a comment below and subscribe for more videos like this one.